Okay, we're going to start in an extended child's pose today. So you want your toes pointing towards each other and then take your knees as wide as you feel comfortable. Take your bum back towards your heels and then reach your hands forward. Release the head down to the mat. And walk your hands over to one side and then sink yourself back down. And then walk your hands over to the other side and sink yourself down. Bring it back to center and then bring yourself in slightly. You're going to take your right hand through the middle, coming onto the outer edge of your right arm and the side of your head, and then you're going to reach your left arm towards the front of the mat. Coming into a slight twist. And then bring your left hand back in, push into your left hand, unravel, taking it to the other side. So you're going to take your left arm through, coming onto the outer edge of the left arm side of the head, and then reach your right arm to the front of the mat. And then bring that right hand in, push out the right hand, unravel, coming into a tabletop position. So you're going to bring your knees under your hips, hands under the armpits. You're going to curl your toes under, and then as you inhale, you're going to lift the knees, hover them just above your mat. Try and keep your back nice and straight. Keep your tummy tucked in. Keep pushing out of those hands. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Then gently release your knees down. Walk your hands forward and then lower your chest down towards the mat. Possibly bring your forehead to the mat. And then gently bring yourself back up. Bring your hands back underneath your armpits. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift the knees. As you exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. And then pedal your feet, stretch out your legs. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Pop a bend in the right knee. Open up that right hip. And then inhale, bring it through the middle. I'm going to step that right leg up to the top of your mat. Make sure you've got your right knee over right ankle. Got your back leg nice and straight, coming onto the tip toe of the back foot. come onto the fingertip, stretch out that left hip. You might find that if you rock a bit back and forwards, that's a bit more of a stretch into that leg. And then plant your hands, step that right leg back, come back into your downward facing dog. And then we're going to inhale, lift up the left leg. Pop a bend in that left knee, open up that hip. And then inhale, bring it through the middle, step the left leg up, coming into a low lunge on the other side. So keep your chest lifted, keep your back leg nice and straight. And then you might rock it backwards and forwards. Stretch out that hip. And then step that left leg back. Come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, pop a bend in the knees, and then step way up to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Let everything hang. Inhale for your halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up to a mountain. Exhale, pull the elbows back, open the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step it back to plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward, hook the elbows in, lower all the way down. Come onto the tops of the feet, tuck the elbows in, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, release. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up to plank. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, step the right leg up to the top of the mat. Right knee over right ankle. Drop the back knee down. Keeping the left hand on the mat. You're going to bring your right hand to your right knee. And then we're going to twist round to the right hand side. Use that right hand to make sure that right knee stays in. Perfect. Let our knee fall out. Try and drop your left hip down. Really add that twist. Stretching out that left side. And then plant your hands back down on the ground. Feel the back toes under, lift up the back knee. Inhale, lift your way up to a crescent lunge. Make sure you've got your tailbone tucked under, your rib cage knitted together. Back leg nice and straight. Exhale, twist round on the back foot, come into warrior two. Inhale, turn the right palm up towards the ceiling, reach the right arm up, left arm back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back into warrior two. Release the right elbow to the right knee, reach the left arm up and over. Side ankle. Inhale, bring it back to your warrior two. On your next inhale, turn the right palms up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, bring it back into the side angle, right elbow, right knee. Reach the left arm up and over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reverse. Inhale through center. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, lift up, warrior two. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the front leg. Turn the right toes towards the left so you become sideways on your mat. Reach the arms up and out. 5-point star. As you exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Sink the bum low, coming into goddess pose. Inhale, lift up. 5-point star. Exhale, bring it down. Hands to the heart, sink it nice and low. Bring the hands onto the knees. And then we're going to drop your right shoulder down. Twist round to the left hand side. Use the right hand to push into that right knee. Add that twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch. Drop the left shoulder down. Twist round, looking over the right shoulder. Try and push your left hand into that left knee. Add that torso twist. Inhale, bring it up. Straighten the legs. 5-point star. Exhale, forward fold. Fold it all the way over. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up all the way, 5-point star. As you exhale, turn the right toes towards the front of the mat. Open up into your warrior two. And then on your next inhale, we're going to twist round. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Step the right leg back, come into plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward, lower halfway. Come on to the tops of the feet. Lift up. And then exhale, push it back. Have a resting child's pose. Inhale, lift yourselves up. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Feel the toes under, lift up. So exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, lift up the left leg. As you exhale, step that left leg up to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Come onto the top of the back foot. Leave your right hand down on the ground. Take your left hand to your left knee. Drop your right hip down. Twist around to the left hand side. Bring your fingertips back to the mat. Curl your right toes under, lift up the back knee. Hug the thighs together. Inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. As you exhale, twist and open up into your warrior two. Inhale, turn the left palms up towards the ceiling, root the left arm up and back. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, left elbow, left knee. Reach the right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Exhale, reverse. Inhale through center. Exhale, side angle. Inhale through center. Exhale, reverse. The last one through center. Exhale, reach the right arm up and over. Inhale, bring it back up to your warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Turn the left toes round to the excuse me, right hand side. Reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Coming into a wide leg forward fold. Sideways on the mat. You can pop a bend in the knee if you need to. If you want a bit of an extra stretch, try and keep your legs nice and straight. And then nice and gently, we're going to walk our hands over to the right hand side. Twist as far around to the right as you can. You might find that you need to turn your right toes out to the right hand side slightly. So you can get a bit more of a twist. And then walk your hands back through center. Turn the right toes back to the front. And then walk your hands to the left hand side. And then nice and gently bring it back through center. Bend the knees slightly, bring the hands to the ground. And then you can use your elbows to push your knees out. Might need to bring the feet in a little bit. And then inhale, straighten those legs. Hands onto the shins so you're halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, 5-point stop. As you exhale, twist the left toe to the front of the mat. Warrior two. And then windmill the hands down to the ground. And we're going to step that back foot up to meet the front. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, fold. Bring the big toes together, about a thumb's gap between the heels. Pop a nice big bend in the knees. Bring the belly to the thigh. Lift up the chest, reach the arms forward. Coming into chair pose. As you exhale, you're going to swoop the arms down and round. Come onto the tiptoes. Aeroplane arms. Inhale, release the knees, reach the arms forward. Chair. Exhale, aeroplane, lift the heels. Inhale, chair. Exhale, aeroplane, lift the heels. And then release the hands down, release the knees down, forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up to a mountain. Exhale, pull the elbows back, open the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift up to a mountain. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Then we're going to step your feet a little bit wider. You want your heels in, toes out. And then nice and gently, we're going to lower it all the way down, coming into a yoga spot. So you might find that you can keep your heels on the ground. You might find that you need to take your heels off the ground. Just go to wherever you feel comfortable. Once you feel like you're in the right position, you're going to bring your hands together and then use your elbows to try and push your knees out. Open up those hips. Try and keep your back nice and straight, chest lifted. And then release your hands down to the ground. Then we're going to try and find a bit of movement whilst you're in this squat. So try and push your knee out, and then you bring it round to the other side. Bringing it back to center. If you've run out of mat, just hop yourself back so you've got a bit of mat in front of you. We're going to spread the fingertips nice and wide, and we're going to try a crow pose. So you're bringing your elbows onto the insides of your legs. Spread the fingertips. Try and evenly distribute that weight. Then we're going to lift up onto the tippy toes. Shift the weight forward, proper bend in the elbows. Bring the knees either onto the triceps or the outer edges of the arm. And then try and lift one toe and then the other toe and balance. Keep the core nice and tight. Try and look forward so you don't, if you look under, you'll end up doing a roly-poly. So try and keep the eyes forward in sort of a triangle shape. And then when you're ready, release it back down and come in onto your bottoms. And we're going to let the knees fall out. Bring the feet together. Have a little stretch of those hips to start with. And then use the elbows to try and push the legs down. You're going to keep your left leg tucked in and coming onto the sole of the right foot. You're going to interlace the fingers and send your hands around the front of that, around the bottom of your right leg, right foot. Lean back slightly so you bring your heel in off the ground, and then you're going to try and extend that right leg. So if you only get to there, that's fine. Try and get as straight as you can. Don't worry if you can't get it all the way. Just go till you feel that stretch and hold. You might find that you need to undo your hand and just hold on to your foot with your fingertips. Give you a little bit more room. Try and keep your back straight. Try and keep your chest lifted. And then nice and gently bend that leg, bring it back in. Depending on flexibility, will depend where you go for this one. So if you've got tight hips, you can just keep your legs crossed in a seated position. If you want to go for a little bit more of a stretch, you're going to grab your right foot and you're going to try and pop it into the crease of your left hip. So if I turn around that way, it makes a bit more sense. So you're either bringing it on top of your left thigh, or if you can, bring your right heel into the crease of your left hip. So you've got your leg in the front, on your thigh, or in the crease, your choice. You're going to reach up your arms. Then as you exhale, you're going to twist around to the right hand side. You're going to place your left hand to the outer edge of your right knee. Right fingertips come behind. You're going to lift the chest up nice and tall, straight in the back. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist round. Add a little bit of pressure with that left hand, add a bit more twist. Try and twist at the rib cage. And then gently bring yourself back round. And then you're going to go for a fold. So if it feels a bit too much in that crease, just bring the leg forward and fold yourself over, either onto your hands, onto your forearms, or lower your head down this way. Should feel this one in your right hip. And then gently bring yourself back up. You're going to swing that right leg behind. So you've got your right knee behind your left foot. Then you're going to plant your left hand behind. You're going to pick your hips up. We're going to reach the right arm up and back. So lift your hips up nice and tall. Reach the right hand up and back. So you might find that you can come onto your fingertips a bit closer. And then gently release yourself back down. And we're going to take that to the other side. So you're going to bring your right leg in. Interlace the fingers, hug the left foot. Pick the left foot up and then try and extend the left leg. And then I can gently bring that leg back in. Same again. So you're either going to place your left leg in front, or you're going to pop it on top of your left thigh, right thigh, sorry, or you're going to bring your left heel into your right hip crease. You're going to inhale, reach up the arm. Then as you exhale, twist around to the left hand side, taking your right hand to the outside of the left leg. Reach the left hand behind. Inhale, lift up the chest. And then as you exhale, add that torso twist. Looking over the left shoulder. And gently release. And then same again, you can forward fold with your leg on top. If that feels a bit too much, you can place your left leg in front and then forward fold over the top. And then we're going to swing that left leg around the back. Release it down to the ground. You're going to place your right hand to the back of the mat. We're going to reach your left arm up and back. Lift those hips nice and high. And then gently bring it back down. Swing those legs back. Extend the legs out nice and long. Give them a bit of a wiggle. Get the feeling back in those hips. And then reach for your toes. And release. So, if you've got your block or your cushion, now's the time to get it. If you haven't got a block or a cushion, don't worry about it. Not essential. So you're going to pop your block or your cushion at the top of your mat, and then you're going to pop your feet on top of it, soles facing each other, touching if possible, if not, just looking at each other. And then you're going to reach forward to the front of your block, your cushion or your feet, wherever you get to. Your knees are staying out nice and wide. There's a nice gap between the block and your bum. If you want a deeper stretch, you can move your bum back a little bit and then reach forward. You're going to tuck your chin into your chest and let your head go floppy. And then nice and gently bring yourself back up. Take your legs off your block and then move your block to the side. Keep it handy. We're going to use it in a second. Bring your feet to your mat and then nice and gently you're going to lower yourself down, all the way down to the mat. And then once you get to your mat, you're going to hug your knees in and then just give it a gentle rock side to side. And bring it back to center. Grab your block or your cushion. Same again, if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. Just pretend you've got one in your hand. You're going to send your block out behind, hovering it above the mat. And then you're going to bring your feet flat to the floor. I want you to try and tuck your pelvis under so your back becomes flat to the mat. And we're going to hold that position throughout. And then from here, you're going to inhale, squeeze the abs, keep the pelvis tucked under, and then as you exhale, you're going to lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, and then inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Try and keep your arms nice and straight. Try and keep your back pushed into that mat. And try and keep a gap between the chin and the chest. Go for one more. And gently release. Release your block down to the ground. Same thing is in position, but this time we're going to hold instead of doing crunches. So stretch your arms out, hover that block. You're going to tuck the pelvis under, inhale, lift everything up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release it down. And then just leave that block to the side for a second. You're going to stretch your legs out, stretch your arms out behind, full body stretch. Point your fingertips, point your toes, stretch out those abs. And then when you're ready, bring it back. You're going to tuck those legs in. And we're going to go for some switch kicks next. So you're going to send your legs up into the air. Try and keep your legs as straight as you can get them. And we're going to send the arms out behind your head. As you exhale, we're going to lift the head, the neck, shoulders, swoop the arms over. And we're going to send the right leg out. And you're going to pull the left leg in. You're going to inhale through center. Exhale, switch. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch. If you want to go for a bit more of an ab move, try and get your head to touch your knee. This next one, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently release your head down. Give it a gentle rock side to side. I'm going to cross your right ankle in front of your left leg. I'm going to interlace fingers. Hug that left leg in. And gently release your hands, but keep your legs as they are. We're going to release your left foot flat to the mat. Keeping your legs crossed as they are, you're going to send your feet and your knees over to the left-hand side. So your right foot, the one that's on top, is hopefully going to become flat to the ground. Once you've fallen over to the left-hand side, you're going to use your left hand to try and push that left knee away. You should feel a stretch in this right side. And gently release. Bring your legs back up. Uncross your legs. You're going to take your left leg, foot in front of your right leg. And then we're going to hug the right leg in. Interlace the fingers around the back of that right leg. Pull it in towards you. And then release your hands. Keep your legs as they are. But we're going to release your right foot down to the mat. So your right foot is now flat on the floor. You're going to send your legs over to the right hand side so this left foot becomes flat to the ground. And then you're going to use your right hand to push your left knee away. So you can feel this in your left hip. And gently release. Bring your legs back in. Keep your feet flat on the floor. And we're going to drive your elbows into the ground. You can make a fist if you want to, or you can cross your hands over, your choice. We're going to try and tuck the pelvis under so the back becomes flat to the mat. And then as you inhale, we're going to lift those hips nice and high. Keeping them in that bridge position. Once you get to the top, you feel that everything's engaged. You're going to send your knees out to the sides. And then inhale through center. Exhale, push them out. Inhale, bring them through. Exhale out. Inhale to center. Keep that going. Really push through the heels. Really trying to drive those elbows into the ground. Keep that hips nice and lifted. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release it down. Hug the legs in, lift the head up. Try and bring your forehead or your nose to your knees. And then nice and gently release, head down. You're going to cross your right ankle in front of your left leg again. Hands by your sides, palms facing down. This time we're just going to go for a single leg bridge. So tuck your pelvis under, and then inhale, try and lift up the hips. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Try and push that right knee out and away. Try not to let it stay up into the air. Go for one more, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release yourself back down. Give your legs a little sway side to side. Release those hips. And then take it to the other side. So you're going to cross your left ankle in front of your right knee. Try and keep that left knee out to the side. And then when you're ready, try and tuck the pelvis under. Lift up the hips. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep that going. This next one we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Tuck the legs in. Lift the head and out the shoulders. And release. Send the legs out nice and long. Reach the arms out behind the head. Full body stretch. And then nice and gently sit yourself back up. Coming onto the knees. You're going to send, if you're on a hard floor, just go sideways on your mat. If you're on a carpet, you're fine. Try and take your knees as wide as you can get them. Toes point towards each other. And then gently bring it down onto your forearms. And try and sink the hips back slightly. Stretching out the inner thigh and the hips on this one. Nice and gently walk your forearms round to the left hand side and then lower it back down. And then bring it through center, taking it over to the right hand side. And then sink yourself back down. bring it back to center. Come up onto your hands and then gently walk your knees back in. Coming onto your bottom. Get yourself nice and comfy. Lay yourself back. And let everything relax into the mat. Have a couple of minutes to just chill. And then nice and gently bring yourselves back round. Good work, guys.
Thanks a lot, Anna.
No problemo.